Went wrong actually? Too much run on the board or lack of bowling?
It was a fairly similar day, to be honest, to the last day. Struggling to pick up wickets up front and obviously not controlling the rate as well, so it's a bit of a double blow. But yeah, it's disappointing. There's no doubt about that. It's thoroughly outplayed. It's sort of a bit back to the drawing board because we want to see improvements as we go, and we certainly haven't seen that today.
What was the team talking between the innings break?
I think you remain positive at the halfway stage. You're always trying to help each other out. There's no doom and gloom. You can't really be down when you've got to go out and chase a few runs. So the team talk was just, look, if we bat really well, we're capable of chasing this down. It's going to be tough, but that's cricket here.
Well,
yes.
You mentioned that not taking rates. Obviously, it was struggling to get top balls in at the start today, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the way it's been going so far. It's not like we're not thinking about it. It's not we're not just going into the game hoping that it'll get right, but at the same time, it's something that is difficult to fix at the minute, and we'll hopefully get there. As I said before, we've got a huge game on Friday. It might not say that on the scoreline of the series, it might not say that anywhere else, it might be a dead rubber in other people's speak, but for us it's really important that we come out with something on this tour, on this series, so that we can build. I think whenever you lose by such heavy margins, sometimes you can get nothing from it. So we really need to try and get something from this last game, something that we can take with us. And just on that point, I think there were a couple of things today. I think Ben White bowled excellently in really tough conditions to bowl 4 overs for whatever he went for and got a wicket, but the fact that he bowled 4 overs on the spin at one end is really difficult to do in T20 cricket, and he did it really well. And then the way Curtis batted, we can take a lot of positives from that. For him still to be able to score at that rate just shows that if he can do it, that gives confidence to everyone else. So there were two bright points today that came out of it, even in such a disappointing loss again.
You're obviously not looking for excuses, but it's a little team that was just whitewashed England, of course. It's always going to be difficult, isn't it?
It's going to be difficult, yeah. It always is. We're trying to punch above our weight most of the time that we play anyway. So it's no different here. I think in World Cups you have that sort of real special feeling about it, that something massive could happen, and I think that's natural because you're at such a big event. But whenever you play bilateral series, it's all about being able to produce good cricket all of the time, and that's where we're trying to get to. We're well behind that mark, don't get me wrong, but we're trying to produce cricketers 12 months a year who can compete at that level when you don't have that climax of a major event to it.
You're not actually worried about the gap at this stage between the teams?
Sorry, rephrase that.
You're not worried about the gap between the teams? Like there's a pretty big gap between the teams from the minute?
Yeah, they're certainly playing better cricket. I don't think about the gap between them. It's not something on our radar, but thinking about how we can improve and be better in X amount of time is certainly on our radar. So even if we get beat, there's a lot of things that you can take from it. So it's clear we still need to remain to do that. But they're a fantastic side. There's no doubt about that.
Paul, you obviously have this open Ireland having a produce and also you are playing fantastic all over the world. So as an opener, how do you rate Hiten Das as an opener, and what's your thought about Hiten's future as an opener in fantasy?
Yeah, he's a very good player. He's a very good player. There's no doubt about that. You know how good he is. We saw his recent knocks in the World Cup. He makes batting look quite easy sometimes, which is always a good trait. No doubt about that.
Well, if I'm not wrong, when you got out, you were smiling. What's the reason behind that?
I think you try not get too down in cricket. It's not the end of the world. You're allowed to get out. It's just a reminder to myself that you can nick balls and get out. You're facing good bowlers with a new ball. You've got runs to chase and you edge it. It's just part of the game. I think if I get frustrated, I'll get myself into an even bigger hole and you take things home. My day's over. As soon as that's caught, I'm happy. I take the pads off, move on to the next game.
Paul, one more question on this side. Bangladeshi batters are treating Ireland bowlers very, what should I say? They are playing Ireland bowlers very easily, and while not Irish bowlers are bowling Bangladeshi batters are hitting boundaries. Do you think Irish bowlers are mentally down after the ODI series?
That's a good question. I don't see it day to day. No, I see people who want to improve. I see people who have energy. I think it's just trying to figure out how to take those wickets is quite tough. I don't see it in every day. I think everyone's still up for it. You can see before the game that we have really high hopes. Now that, I think instead of before the game people being slightly down, I think maybe after 3 or 4 overs it's a feeling of deja vu, of oh no, here we go again, not again type feeling, and that's something we need to get over. We're actually used to maybe bigger crowds here. In the past it's been full houses, and I'm sure Mirpur and Dhaka as well. Hopefully there is good crowds, and you can't hear yourself think, so it actually adds even more onto that. And it's all a learning curve, you know. It's not trying to think of the amount of caps that we've got on the side. You take Balbo out of it, and it's probably 100 T20 internationals. So we're a bit light in a few areas, but that's okay.